Hello, friends of Nian Tri and Huyan Hawk. Today, we continue with the next part of the story, the backing of the demonic sect's Holy Maiden. This story follows the transformation of the relationship between Lu Chen and Mo Bingyao, from a partnership built on mutual benefits to a sincere and genuine love. In the previous part, we told the story of what happened after the secret realm closed. Rumors about the cold jade pearl began to shake Lan Ruizu's reputation, while Lu Chen, under the identity of the Wanderer, started drawing attention from many different forces. Lan Ruoshui quietly worked to turn public opinion in her favor. Xiao Feng began to have doubts, and Mo Bingyao prepared to let Lu Chen gradually step into the open in this new game of fate. Now, let us come to today's story. Part 2. Lu Chen defines his own role. Lu Chen did not wait for Mo Bingyao to summon him. He understood one thing very clearly: in the demonic sect, waiting meant being placed behind others. That night, when the mountain wind changed direction, he took the initiative and stepped into the rear hall. He stopped at exactly the distance that had already been silently established between them, not too close, so he would not be seen as overstepping, and not too far, so he would not become an outsider standing at the edge. "Holy Maiden," he said with his hands clasped, his voice calm, "I did not come to report information. I came to talk business." Mo Bingyao looked up from the map, her gaze sweeping over him like a thin blade. "You chose an interesting word," she said. Lu Chen replied, "Because loyalty is an emotion, but business is a bond." Silence lingered for a moment. Then Mo Bingyao signaled for everyone else to withdraw. Only after the hall doors closed did she ask, "What do you want to sell?" Lu Chen did not beat around the bush. Time, and the ability to see Lan Ruizu's next move one step before she makes it. Mo Bingyao let out a faint laugh. "And the price?" "The right to be involved," Lu Chen said, "not the right to make the final decision, but the right to speak before the blade falls." Her gaze sharpened. "You are asking for a position." "No," he shook his head. "I am placing myself in one." Mo Bingyao rose to her feet and walked slowly around the hall, stopping behind him. A heavy pressure descended, not to crush him, but to measure him. "What makes you think I need you?" she asked. Lu Chen answered softly, but clearly, "Because the Holy Maiden did not kill me in the secret realm, did not use the cold jade pearl immediately, and is now allowing the righteous path to fall into suspicion on its own. All three decisions require someone behind the scenes to keep the rhythm." Mo Bingyao stopped. "You think you are the rhythm?" "I think I am the one who keeps the rhythm," Lu Chen corrected. "Strike too early, and you expose yourself. Strike too late, and you miss the moment." She turned back to face him, her gaze deep and cold. "What if I say no?" Lu Chen nodded. "Then I will continue surviving another way." "What way?" "By selling information to whoever wants to listen," he said plainly, "but that person will not be the Holy Maiden." The air froze. This was not a threat. It was simply the truth, placed openly on the table. Mo Bingyao looked at him for a moment longer, then asked, "Are you not afraid that I will kill you right now?" Lu Chen replied, "If the Holy Maiden wanted to kill me, you would not have given me the black token. Killing me now would be a waste." Another silence followed. Then Mo Bingyao laughed, though there was no joy in that laugh. "You know very well how to stand upright," she said. "Because I do not kneel," Lu Chen replied. "Good," she continued. "I hate those who kneel, yet still dream of climbing high." She turned back to the table and placed a small stone onto the map, right on the position of a key border town. "Lan Ruoshui will change the story," she said. "She will turn you into the troublemaker." Lu Chen nodded. "And I will let her. The harder she pushes, the more she will have to reveal her hand." "When?" 3 beats, Lu Chen replied. "One for the righteous path to doubt, one for Xiao Feng to question, and the final beat for her to choose who she will sacrifice." Mo Bingyao looked at him, her gaze difficult to read. "And if you are wrong?" Lu Chen did not avoid the question. "Then I will take responsibility with my life." She fell silent for a moment, then said briefly, "Fine, from now on, you will attend the secret meetings with me. But remember, you only have value when you are right." Lu Chen lowered his head. "I am used to living that way." When he withdrew, Linger was standing outside, staring at him. "What did you just do?" she asked. Lu Chen replied, "I grabbed onto a powerful thigh." Linger froze for a second, then burst out laughing. The way you grab onto one must hurt. Chen walked away, leaving his voice behind him. If it hurts, then it means the grip is firm. Part 3. A clear contract of mutual interest. The first secret meeting took place half an hour later. There were no drums, no banners, only a cold stone table and a room full of eyes unused to seeing a newcomer. Chen stood at the very end, exactly as agreed. He was allowed to listen. He was allowed to speak. But he was not yet allowed to decide. Mo Bingyao opened the map and said evenly, Lan Ruoshui will not show herself. She will borrow someone else's hand. An elder tilted his head. Who? Chen spoke before anyone else could interrupt. Someone who has been left behind. The air shifted slightly. He continued, concise and direct. In the righteous path, those who are pushed aside will always want to prove themselves. And the fastest way to prove themselves is to hunt down the source of disorder, which means me. Mo Bingyao did not interrupt him. Another elder said coldly, Is that your guess? Chen shook his head. I am reading the rhythm. Lan Ruoshui needs to keep her own hands clean, so she will push the dirty work onto someone desperate for merit. He pointed at the map, landing on a border town. Here, in 3 days. Mo Bingyao asked, Your price? Chen answered immediately. The right to decide the escape route. No one laughed. This was not greed. This was survival. On the third night, the assassins appeared exactly as predicted. There were not many of them, but their movements were clean. Chen did not retreat immediately. Instead, he allowed them to see him, close enough to be recognized, yet far enough that he could not be locked down. When the first sword strike missed, he flicked out the black token. It was not a plea for rescue. It was a signal marking the rhythm. The darkness changed direction. The demonic sect closed the outer circle. They did not kill. They only cut off the escape routes. By the time the hunters realized the truth, it was already too late. He had been used as evidence, not as a tool. After the incident, Mo Bingyao looked at Chen. You did not ask for protection. Because protection would reveal your hand, he replied. What do you want next? A clear contract, Chen said. I read the rhythm, and the Holy Maiden makes the move. If I am wrong, I take responsibility. If I am right, the Holy Maiden takes the profit. She was silent for a moment, then nodded. Fine, but remember, I will not shield the life of someone who acts recklessly. Chen lowered his head. I only take risks when there is a way out. When the hall doors closed, Linger let out a breath. From now on, you are not just grabbing onto a powerful thigh anymore. Chen looked at his own shadow on the stone floor. Yes, from now on, I am tying the rope. This part of the story comes to an end here. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again in the next parts of the story. Goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.